Hello, welcome to another episode of Topic of the Day. This is episode 2, and today we will be talking about Yes, today's topic might be a little bit controversial. I will not be voting in this year's presidential election 2024. In fact, the election is in 2 days. Even when the topic of the election came up months ago, I still stood firm on my stance of not voting. Now, I know you might be a bit confused as I am a young person. I'm 21, so I do have the right to vote. However, the reasons why I'm not going to, I will explain momentarily. I just want y'all to know that this video is coming from a person that doesn't really care about politics, nor do I care about the opinions of others regarding politics. Whether you are Democrat, Republican, left wing, right wing, up wing, down wing, I don't care. Now you might be wondering,
Why? Why don't you care about politics? It's essentially why we live in the society we live in today. Having the right to vote is a privilege. You should use your vote to express yourself.
or something like that. But I'm here to say, on behalf of other people who share the same opinion as me, I just simply don't care. Now, don't take it harshly. I do care about the world that I'm living in. I do care about things can somewhat impact people close to me or even me personally. But quite frankly, politics at the moment is kind of just a big mess. And not only that, but then you also have the Republican side and the Democratic side fighting and butting heads, almost at war verbally. And all of this just to choose who our next president is for the next 4 years. And actually, that's one reason why I don't like politics, is because it causes people to be against each other instead of trying to understand each other's sides and come to a mutual agreement. People from both parties just choose to come at each other's necks and even go as far as insulting each other just because, well, they choose to be on the other side. So with all that being said, after doing a little bit of research before making this video, I've came to the conclusion that I'm neither. I'm neither Democratic nor Republican, yet I'm both at the same time. You see, there are things that both parties have that they fight for that I like. Now, before I continue, for those of you who don't know what Democratic Party or the Republican Party is, let me teach you a little something. Now, I got this from a website that I will put on screen right now, and it says as follows. The Democratic Party is generally associated with more progressive policies. Democrats typically advocate for civil rights of ethnic and religious minorities, and they support a safety net for individuals such as various social welfare programs, including Medicaid and food stamps. Democrats often endorse funding these programs and initiatives through taxation. In addition, Democrats support environmental protection programs, gun control, self-strict immigration laws, and worker rights. Hopefully that was easily understandable. And now here is the Republican side. Many Republicans advocate for reduced taxes as a means of stimulating the economy and advancing individual economic freedom. And they generally support conservative social policies. Republicans also tend to desire an economy with fewer government regulations and fewer government-funded social programs. Regarding foreign policy, the Republican Party traditionally has supported a strong national defense and the aggressive pursuit of U.S. national security interests. Republicans also, in most cases, support states' rights against the power of the federal government. Now that you know relatively what both of them kind of stand for, now here's where my opinion comes in. Me personally, I am able to agree with both parties. Both parties fight for things that I agree with or that maybe I care about.
I forgot to mention that this goes for the political parties and not really the presidential candidates that are currently running. I don't think I clarified in the video, but the reason why I'm not voting is because I don't necessarily agree with either of the current candidates. And because voting is a choice, I choose to not vote for either of them. Mind you, all the information that I get about the presidential election, the candidates, is all off of social media. So I realistically might not have a good grasp of what both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump want to accomplish in their presidency. But overall, and the feedback that I see from other people, I don't really think that either of them are qualified to be good presidents.
I also want to make a note that I know nothing about politics, which is part of the reason why I don't care about it. I believe politics is something that you need to be passionate about or something that you find really interesting in order for you to pursue more information about it. Regardless, as a human being, I'm able to recognize some good things in both parties that I can agree with, which in part makes me neutral. Now, I know some people are flabbergasted that, oh, somebody is in the middle. Nowadays, it seems like people can only be on one side or the other. You can't just be straight down the narrow path. It also sucks that people will judge you based off of what political opinions you have. Now, even though I'm not necessarily saying anything controversial, I know for a fact that there might be some people that will disagree with me, even though all I've said was nice things. I believe that there are other people that think the same way I do. People who don't really have a care for politics or don't really care what goes on in this country. Let's all be honest. The two people that are currently running for president, the two that are neck and neck, one of these two is going to be president in the next 2 days of this recording. Bless you. Thank you. And just from the things that I've seen online, it really doesn't seem like either of these candidates that are currently running for president are really suited to be presidents. Again, that's just my opinion. And I also think that we should honestly get younger presidents. I'm talking like at least give us somebody that's like 50 years old or somebody who is in their like mid 40s. Because honestly, I'm tired of seeing presidents that are dang near fossils. And so all in all, because of the feud that is politics, I decide to not get involved, especially because I have no idea really what's going on. I didn't even know what really a Republican or Democrat was before this video. So just a lesson to all of you out there that not everybody cares about politics and not everybody really wants to care. And in turn, not everybody wants to vote. Because realistically, why would you want to vote if there's nobody you really want to vote for? And so because of that, that is why I will not be voting in the presidential election. I hope this video was somewhat informational because essentially my opinion is from a third person's perspective. Since I'm neither a Democrat or Republican, I see things as whole. I gotta wrap this video up, it's getting dark. But anyways, I just wanted to speak about this since the election is literally in 2 days. And I just wanted to give my opinion and to see if anybody else agrees with me. But that's gonna be it for today's episode of Topic of the Day, episode 2. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed or if you found it informational. Comment down below, really anything. I don't really care. And subscribe. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Look at the sky. Doesn't that look nice? Eating a burger with no honey mustard. 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 All right, I'm done here.